Okay folks, so we've already seen what happens if you ask the question, what if RimWorld was influenced by H.P. Lovecraft? So we did that over a few episodes, but now we've got a brand new mod which answers the question, what if RimWorld was put into the Command and Conquer universe? Yeah, I was going to ask that question as well, but they beat me to it apparently in this mod, which is RimWorld's TiberiumRim or something. Right, so the thing about this mod, well, it's about Tiberium, a strange crystal, which we'll have a little bit of a look at. There it is. So Tiberium is actually a weird crystal that infects planets, and in this mod you have to get it under control before it spreads and destroys absolutely everything in its path. So we're going to do some new research, going to create some new buildings and things like that, and hopefully we won't die. This is a special scenario that's included with it, which apparently is only for real seasoned players of this mod. I'm not. This is my first go at it, so this will probably be a bit of a disaster, I'm afraid. I simply haven't had time to have a proper play with this. So anyway, and with that in mind, let's have a total disaster! Hooray! Hello, Daniel. You're a dog, I think. Right, so let's see. We've got Chinny, Dr. Sex, Pigeon, and Grr. They're kind of looking at me, waiting for me to do something. So let's actually get on with the bloody game and build us the usual stuff. In fact, first of all, I'll give them orders to chop wood. I think I'm going to be my usual boring self and just make everything out of wood. This is a boreal forest map. Oh god, that looks ominous. That'll contain some nasties. So this will contain absolutely shitloads of trees, so we might as well do all that. First of all, we just have to blah, 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 put everything up. Yeah, let's do a little stockpile there for now. Let's make sure that that's all unforbidden. Sonic inhibitor? Not sure what that does, but apparently you need to connect it to power. That might inhibit the growth of crystals. I've done a bit of reading up on it, and that's the sort of stuff that you need to do. Look, grow rate 100%. This is going to spread, as is any of the other stuff on the map. Let's get all that stuff as well. Tiberium protection suit. I think people are going to need that at some point, because I think Tiberium is actually rather unpleasant to touch, and will send people mad, or stupid or something like that. Right, okay, everyone's started to very slowly do stuff. The weapons are actually not unforbidden. Let's actually do those before we go any further. Oh, a protection mask as well. I'll start another bloody swamp. Did I do a boreal forest in that Alpha 16 Let's Play? Probably. Can't remember. I don't remember there's a lot of swamp in that and all. Right, so that's the steel. And we just need a little house. We've had several million houses as usual. I'll probably put it here, actually. I'll probably start putting housing here, because there's not that many trees. Meanwhile, Chinny is already vomiting. Mate! You're making the place look... Oh, Pigeon! You're vomiting too. Is this because of I don't suppose it's because there's, the Tiberium is making people feel giddy. I hope not. I'm trying to get info on a pine tree. I don't want to do that. I was trying to get a person. Right, who vomited? Where was the vomiter? Chinny, you're a vomiter. Let's look at your health. Crypto sleep sickness. Oh, that's just normal, boring, everyday stuff. Everyone's throwing up! It's already a vomit colony. Always happens to me. Right, come on, let's actually build some goddamn stuff. Right, nice, simple, straightforward. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give them 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give them 5 by 4 in this one, I think. Let's not be overly generous. I honestly don't know how long this series is going to last. It might not last very long. This might be just like a short 2-parter, or it might all go to shit immediately. I don't know yet. So I'm just basically filming it and finding the hell out as I go. And we've got 4 colonists, so it would seem that 4 rooms would be in order. I need to get... Yeah, let's just make sure that they just cut as much wood as possible. I want to get a march on this by doing things quickly. Maybe they should actually be wearing these things, you know. How many are there? There's actually there's only 2 suits. Plus a mask. Also need food. We'll have to start growing stuff. I'm really keeping an eye on this sort of stuff though, because if that starts to spread, I'm going to be a little concerned. You might be able to harvest it. You can cut it. You can actually chop it down. So maybe that stuff doesn't spread. That's spreading. Remember at the start of the episode, that was only 1 bit, I think. And now it appears to be 3. Let's deforbid that and all. Oh, I'm a bit concerned. Right, okay, so I'll make one person the gatherer of Tiberium, because apparently you can put it to use once you've actually built some machines and stuff like that. So that person can wear... Let's see, Pigeon, what are you? Are you a good un? You're a shooter, melee, and animals. Yeah, Pigeon, you can be the one who wears... let's see, where's that mask? There we go. Although that will actually force you to wear it. Yeah, well, good. You can squeeze your hair into that somehow. And good luck with that, pal. Thank God I've got 4 people in this, actually. I think 3 would have been a nuisance. So let's get going with another area. I don't really want to do it. I've put all the doors on that side, so let's start here. Let's do that. A nice big main room. A door might be useful. Let's make a couple of doors there and there. Really could have do with putting this in a slightly different place, but never mind. Right, so Dr. Sex, the one and only, he's a housemate. He's carrying the sonic inhibitor. Right, if that's what I think it is, it might inhibit the Tiberium growth, but it's called a sonic inhibitor, so... Let's double check. A powered device designed to destroy Tiberium. Oh, so I was actually right, yes, and prevent further growth. I think it needs to be powered. I think it said that somewhere else. So that's going to be awkward. Wooden floor, possibly the least important thing. Well, let's just get on with the usual regular stuff before we continue, before we get too clever. Otherwise, we'll forget stuff and it'll be bad. And that's... Anything else? We need a torch or 2. And production. We should really be getting already a butcher's thing. Yeah, I know it's outdoors because there's no bloody anything yet. A fuel stove will do. So at the moment the kitchen's going to be over here, so we'll probably make this into a kind of storeroomy type thing for food. But I won't bother setting that up just yet. Everyone's just vomiting. It's just... What are you doing? Oh my god, look! You've got the helmet on. Right, so what happens if you try and harvest this stuff then? Well, nothing really. Because obviously, yes, I'm not forcing him to do that. Well, let's try that. Let's actually try it. I've got to do some experimenting because I know not huge amounts about the mod. So what happens when you... Let's see, you're harvesting it, and that's taking some time. Oh, look at the yellow bar on that. That's quite a slow yellow bar. There's Dr. Sex and Pigeon having a bit of social interaction. Good on them. Let's have a quick look at the actual colonists, what they're all like. So Chinny is so called because he's got an absolutely weird, massive chin thing. He's also a bit of a professor. I was going to call him Professor, but then I saw his stupid chin. And so he's good at research and also, for some reason, melee. Dr. Sex is inevitably medical, also a few other things as well. Pigeon is the one that looks a bit like a pigeon, but is also really good with animals. Shooting, melee, and he's ugly as dicks. So it's a good job that he's got the bloody helmet on. And Grr, well, I was going to say she, but no, it's a bloke. He's a violent one. He's also very good at construction. So I'm hoping that maybe in the work orders... Oh, blimey, this is not very work ordered. I may actually put him onto higher priority for that. So, although it didn't really matter too much. But he's only a cook. Who else is good at cooking? Just as a... It looks like you. So you do that as a 4, I think, if you're not doing anything else. Which means you'll actually clean in priority, but yeah, whatever. That tree can go. You don't need that tree. And it's all getting a bit slow now, so... Oh, look at that! I just realised, just noticed a thing up here. Oh shit, I'm going to pause. Hang on, there's a lot to read here. Right, raw green crystal. Be careful how you handle it, it can be refined. So we have to refine crystal. I think, I know what I'll do. I'll be setting up a research bench, because we need to research microelectronics. And then we can make a Tiberium research bench. And from then we can research Tiberium-related technology. But we won't be able to do much with the Tiberium until we've actually done all that sort of stuff. So I'll put in a research bench there, and I'll probably prioritise it. I'm trying to click where we're doing oxygen not included. That's not right. I'll let things go. I'll speed things up a little because at the moment I really need everyone to start building rather than fannying about cutting bloody red stuff, which has now disappeared somewhere. Wonder where they put it. I hope they haven't actually put it here because that might kill everyone. I assume. Who knows? By the looks of it, oh god, it's already night time. Pigeons does seem to be taking a while to actually get. That'll be fine. We do actually need a lot of wood. I am tempted to make sure that. In fact, Pigeon's the only one who can cut. That's no good. Right, Dr. Sex, I'm going to force you into some plant cutting, and because we will need some of that doing. And they've all fallen asleep. Grur is almost falling onto the bed, which is not yet built. That's a deer. All the animals seem to have gathered in one place, which is good because at some point I want to blast the living shit out of them all and then get it down our gobs. And where else? We actually do need some food at some point, I guess, but the scenario has furnished us with quite a few packaged survival meals, which is going to be good. There's all the vomit. There's so many berries here, actually. I think I might actually harvest a lot of these. That's a lot of berries. But in the meantime... Yes, Pigeon is doing... So Dr. Sex, there we go. Dr. Sex is now helping out. So that means our building work should go a lot faster now. So Grur... I think, is Grur the constructor? Constructo... Yeah, Grur is the constructor. So there'll be two people chopping. And that leaves just one bloke, Chinny, who's... You're doing nothing. Chinny! God damn it. Growing. Maybe you should do some growing then. And that seems like a good time to actually start us off in that respect. So let's grow us some... Where are we going to grow it? There's loads of soil around here. I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come down here. So this is a bit blunt, but let's just bung it down here. Not going to go particularly clever here. Actually, maybe give some strawberries. And then we'll make a new zone full of probably something else. There's actually quite a lot of stuff to grow, but never mind. Potato, yeah, that'll do. Just ignore that. Oh, dicks, look at that! It's definitely growing more. And there's some more. Right, trouble is apparently it can cut through buildings. I can't get that steel anymore. It can cut through buildings. It destroys everything in its path. So you can't. I couldn't just gum that up and hope for the best because it'll just spread straight through it. And there's some more. There's some more. And there's some... Oh my god, it's everywhere. So the red stuff doesn't seem too harmful. Oh my god, it's everywhere. This scenario is supposed to be hard. Yeah, I put the... as for the... What you call it? The other stuff. Right, we can have a look at that if you want. That's all what you start with. Yeah, I put it on Cassandra and quite low down. So this is actually quite an easy mode. I thought... I'd let all that sort of stuff just be quite straightforward because the actual scenario itself is supposed to be quite tough with all the crystals everywhere and stuff. So there's that. Meanwhile, our colony is being built quite rapidly. Should we harvest this? Yes, we can. Might as well have some of that. Dr. Sex and Pigeon. Or maybe it's the vomit was just simply because they got cryo sleep sickness. I can't remember. It's been a while since I actually started a regular scenario, I think. That might be completely false. So what's all this? This is marble. That's sandstone. There's some silver. We're starting with 1200 silver, which ain't bad. It's not great either, but it'll allow us to build anything if anyone happens to stop by. I think there's not a huge. I mean, it's not like a complete conversion mod. This is like regular. I was going to say Starbound. This is regular RimWorld, but with all this kind of like crystal mechanisms and stuff like that. So otherwise you are going along pretty much as normal. Is that a rifle? I think someone should have that rifle. Right, who was the one who was good at blasting? Let's just click on these up here. I think Chinny's the melee guy. As is Dr. Sex. It looks like Pigeon and Grr are the ones that we do need to be arming with rifles and things. So let's just give you that. And what's that? And give you that. So let's have a look at the research tree in this mod. So, electricity, fine. And there's microelectronic basics, which I think we need. Although, looking at this, it's not necessarily, actually. It says, I read the instructions and it suggested that you need to actually research microelectronics. But, I don't know. It looks like I can go straight onto... Oh, it requires a Tiberium research bench. I think that is unlocked by the microelectronics. So, I'm going to take a bit of a gamble on that and do that. And hope for the best. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully then I can actually do a proper Tiberium research bench. Instead of just the basic, simple one. We won't be able to do any occult research because this is not the Call of Cthulhu mod. I've turned all those mods off since the last series, so we haven't even got the darkness mod, which was, to be honest, a bit out of hand at times. Right, so Grower is getting some food. Let's speed things up a little, go back onto 2. That looks like some good stuff to mine. Let's mine. I don't think there's any huge, real desire to do any mining right now. It's made. I really just want to get everything constructed and enough wood chopped down. Having said that, by the looks of it, they've actually got ahead of me and almost chopped down all the wood I actually want. There's a bit more up there, actually, so they can carry on doing that. Nobody's throwing up anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. Still shitloads of berries. A lot of this red stuff dotted about, though. As far as I can tell, the red stuff is the least important of the Tiberium crystals, and I think it might be the slowest spreading. Whereas the blue stuff, it doesn't seem to be going beyond the island, which is handy. The blue stuff and the green stuff seems to be a bit more invasive. I think it must have to grow up to its full size before it actually spreads. I was talking about defences. Well, no. Oh shit, the green. No, strike the blue stuff. The green stuff is the stuff that we're going to have to worry about. Look how fast that's already spreading. I may be wrong about being able to use walls to keep it out. I don't know. But we'll have fun finding out as we die almost immediately. Actually, whilst I'm thinking about it, let's add the bills. Butcher, creature, do it forever. This will need bills and all. Cook simple meal forever. Actually, don't do that. Do it until you have 20. That'll do. Okay, a bit later, I've done a bit more additional building. That's now going to be a storeroom. We actually do have a visitor. A herbalist from the Humanitarian Kin League of that word there is visiting the colony. He is named Kuhi Floors. Just one bloke? How peculiar. It's just some bloke saying hello. Maybe are you actually going to properly say hello or what? Should we attack him? We could try and attack him. Let's have a look at the factions. Oh, everyone's hostile. In fact, they're one of the few people who actually aren't hostile towards us. God, there's a lot of pirates. There's 2 pirate bands. Plus also these bastards who obviously don't like us. Enemies for days. I kind of don't want to hurt him. I don't want another enemy. So, Kuhi, you don't get got. I think he's actually coming to properly visit us. Not quite sure what he's going to do in our colony. Maybe he'll lend a hand. No, he won't. He'll just look at us with those big blue eyes of his. Well, small black specks. But close enough. Yeah, I thought, instead of trying to relocate my storeroom somewhere else, I thought I'd just bung it on top, literally where it was. This is going to be the kind of kitcheny storeroom, so I suspect we'll have to somehow... Well, we'll do the usual cooling it down and turn it into a little freezer. Speaking of which, let's check our power situation. This scenario... Oh, everyone's gone to bed. This scenario does give you quite a bit of stuff from the start. Not hugely, but it does allow you to do all the powering and everything. Just pause it for a second while I contemplate what I'm actually going to do here. I think I'll put some power generation down here. I think we've got plenty of steel and stuff. So I might do 2 solar panels and a couple of batteries as well. Solar panels can go down here because nothing else is going to go down here, I don't think. We will need a battery room. I could put it already in... No, let's give it its own little room. I won't put it there because I'm sure there'll be an extra colonist. Oh, then the extra colonist can go there. So, in fact... I want them still to be able to walk around the place. So... Yeah, we'll put it up here. This is going to be a small battery room. Because it has to be out. It has to be indoors. Otherwise bad shit can happen. In fact, I don't know why I'm doing it like that. There we go. Add some batteries. And some conduit. It's a bit early to be doing that because they haven't actually constructed anything else, but never mind. Ah, I've got the prompt. I've got the prompt. Chinny thinks that you should give your faction a name. Let's call it Command and Cocker. And we need a community name, so let's just call it Tib Shelf. Oh, it's called Tub Shelf, but never mind. That name isn't valid. Oh, it's probably that. Let's call it there. That's more like it. Your faction is known as Command and Cocker, and this community is known as Tub Shelf. Well, fine. So, oh yeah, we're finally actually finishing off there. Grr is doing the construction job, which is very good. Actually, just got to double check about our colonists. Are there any are there any women amongst them? No. Well, there's going to be no romance. Oh well. Well, fine. That's a shame because I like to double up the rooms and everything. I like it when they're all banging. They take up less bedroom. So they're all like have to have single beds, I think, in this one. Poor darlings. Right. So what's going on now? Grr is doing some chopping in order for this to actually happen. So it's taking a bit of time. Chopping, not Grr's natural state of being. Chinny is planting the strawberries. Chinny is, once Chinny stop growing strawberries, he can do the mining and the all-important research, which otherwise won't get done. So I'm hoping it gets done with all this planting quite soon. Get on with it, mate. Mate! Meanwhile, Dr. Sex does pretty much everything. Or they can like the boring jobs in the middle, but particularly plant cutting. Grr takes care of the more important stuff. Oh, there's a mad animal. Good old Cassandra classic. Yeah. And Pigeon does kind of a few specialised things as well. But particularly I want to make sure that he does hauling and cleaning. There always has to be one. Right, so what was that? Was that like a mad squirrel or rat or some bullshit? It wasn't that one. Slow down a little bit. I think it might be far away on the map. Well, as soon as it gets close, we'll worry about it. I mean, we've got some people who are already armed, so we don't have to worry about that too much. When it gets close, I should no longer be able to do 2 speed. It should cut me down to 1, so I'll have plenty of warning. Chinny just finishing off the planting. There's still a bit more to be done over here by the looks of it. Oh look, Pigeon's actually got rid of some of the vomit. That's good. I suppose someone has to do it, I guess. Pigeon is now cleaning the rocks, because that's what... Oh, actually, everyone's running away. Where is it? Oh, it's inside! How did it get inside? Grr! Right. Hang on, that's a torch. Right, come on. How did you get inside? Oh, there's a fucking... There we go. One shot by Grr, and the rat is dead. Yeah, there's a tiny little gap which you can get in. I was complacent then. Because it didn't actually slow down. It didn't actually do the slowdown thing, which I was talking about. Whatever. Well, finally we've got some light here. And by the looks of it also, we probably should put in a torch somewhere around here and all. Because that's looking decidedly dark. Oh, finally we're getting sorting out this room. Kind of like starting to think I should have more people doing constructing now instead of chopping. Because we're not really doing much wood chopping. Do we actually need to chop any wood? Not really. Okay. That's a good shout. Let's add someone to the constructor roster. Chinny, stop growing. Oh, you've almost done that anyway. And start constructing. Oh, you've gone to bed. Oh, Dr. Sex is now officially starting doing the research, which will get us... Oh, no, he's fucked off to bed and all now. So that'll get us going quite soon with the whole interesting Tiberian technologies. So we've nearly built everything. We've already done the solar panels. And we've also got a new bloke. A nude bloke. There's another bloke as well. He is a medical assistant. Oh, really? Another bloody doctor. Pretty much the same skill as well. He's also very good with the melee. He's very handy with his fists. Let's have a look at Dr. Sex. I can't remember why I called him Dr. Sex now. Oh, he's bloody hell, this is pretty much the same. Huh. Alright. So, let's call him, hang on, where's it? Let's call him Dr. Nude. I'll have to shorten this one, I think. Dr. Nude! Ancient Danger. Yeah. Dr. Nude already knows all about the Ancient Danger. Well, so do we. Right, okay, let's leave him be. Alright, so, we've still got quite a long way to go before we really have to worry about the Tiberium, but look how big it's getting already. So, it's a bit of a race against time, so I am building a second research bench. But, yep, here we go, almost done there. And the battery is being built. That's all sorted. And we're pretty much good to get on with stuff now. Let's just speed up a little more. Just finish off doing all this. I want to feel like I'm in a good place for when we finish, which we're just going to do shortly. So let's just put a little stockpile there. And we'll put in just food in this one. So get rid of everything. So that's food. This storeroom over here can be everything but food. So get rid of that. And we also, I completely forgot to do this, we also need to set up a dumping zone as well. Which we'll kind of hide around the back. Oh shit, that's no good. Oh, no. We're trying to hide it around the back here, amongst all the solar panels and things. There we go. So all the crap can go there. That's already sorted, so let's get this down to 1 degree, especially now it's the summer. It's about 27 degrees outside, so it will get quite a bit hotter than that. Already the food is coming over here, which is good, which means I think somebody should have already started to cook. So I'm feeling quite confident. And Pigeon's got a rat. Oh, that's why. Okay. Hasn't really filled up much in the way of power, but we're not really using much in the way of power other than this at the moment. Alright. Brawler has ranged weapon. This will make them very unhappy. Dr. Nude. I've not even done anything to you. You're already upsetting the colony with your nudity. Actually, you put on the thing. Ah, okay. You've put on the Tiberium suit. Well, I could give you a melee weapon. I can't. I don't think we've got one. We've got that. There. Go and have that, and you'll be much happier, probably. And we also need a bloody... Oh, god damn it. We need another room, don't we? Well, I'll be doing that. As I'll say, okay, well, we'll go into the next episode with a new room being built and all that. So let's just quickly... Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4... this is going to be... no, it's going to have to be there, isn't it? There we go. So yes, we'll pick this up again next time, where hopefully we'll start doing some Tiberium technology research and stuff like that. I'll try and get Dr. Sex doing a bit more research along with someone else, just so we can accelerate things and everything will be good. And yes, I think we're in a good state for next time. So thanks for watching. This has been Jamie from RandomizeUser.com. Subscribe for future episodes of RimWorld, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.